or it was live, and what is going on? Huh. Well, anyway, this upsets me. Apparently, I wasn't live on the vertical format on YouTube. I also saw that I'm not gaining that many followers. I understand that most likely that could be related to the fact that I stopped posting through the last term, like before our baby was born, uh, because I was attending attending to my wife, and uh, yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating at times. The whole thing with the social media. And there's also the fact that I do content in English, and for whatever reason, like in YouTube, it gets pushed to people that are like it doesn't filter uh, language. It just, oh, you're here, so I'm just gonna show it to people around you. And it's like, dude, I'm doing content in English. Obviously, it's for people that is looking for English content. If they don't want, if they want to see it and they're in the space where I'm at, that's fine. I gotta welcome it for for all intents and purposes, but it doesn't show it beyond. I don't know. It's like a geolog of sorts. After you get to a certain point, I think there's sort of like this uh, snowball effect that pushes your content beyond your current reach. And but at the point where I'm at, you just like, oh, I showed it to this, I don't know, this amount of people. They didn't pay attention to it. Okay, maybe show it to people that potentially might be interested in it, rather than people that probably won't be interested in it. So that's another thing. I also understand it must be really complicated to cater the needs of, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people putting content onto the internet, and loads and loads of content, like hours and hours of content every minute uploaded to servers. So yeah, that's also part of my point. I don't understand how it works, because I can see the back end of the, like, I get the statistics of where my content gets shown, and it tells you, okay, in the last, I don't know how many days it was shown to people mostly from this area. And you're like, dude, but they're probably not gonna be interested in what I'm talking about or doing, because I'm talking in a different language. Even though I'm here, I'm speaking a different language. So I don't really understand it. At the same time, what you're saying, I also get like the most random. No, don't even get me started on the ads. Like sometimes I get, there was, I don't know, it now it got better, but there was some time that we're getting ads like from the Middle East in Arabic. I'm like, dude, I don't even understand that language. So you get targeted to something like that, but you don't. It to me that's mind-boggling that they would showcase content from the other side of the world in a completely different language. The other day I got an ad like in German or something. I was like, what what is this? Why are you showing me this? And you know that before you could do like you could hit on the ad and like I'm not interested in this, and it would go away. It wouldn't show you that ad anymore because basically you're telling the algorithm like I'm not the target for this. I'm not the proper target. And now I think they removed that, so you can only like get into a point of uh, why am I watching this? It's like, yeah, why are you showing me this? This is absurd. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. At the same time, I can tell you that I would appreciate being monetized. So I it wouldn't be fair for me to diss on every ad. That's not fair. But I think we could probably work in better ways of targeting the proper places because I work in advertising. I've also had the case of trying like you have to set all the parameters like okay, we're looking for this type of people and this area because this is our target audience and between these ages and so on and so forth. One time I started running an ad, uh, I don't know, like a day or something. I go in and to check on the statistics on it, and it started it. That one in particular, let me be clear. That one was for something I was doing for like I think it was for the deck of cards. So I was running an ad for that specifically. Just basically explaining the project, like one of the video I made for my deck of cards. And then I started seeing that it was being targeted like the ad was being shown like in India. I was like, nobody's gonna buy from me there. They don't care. They're not gonna care. And if I get some random people reaching out, like I don't know if I can send them the thing, and it could be potentially trying to scam you or something. Um, Nothing in particular about the spot specifically, but if you're targeting a place is so far out, this is what I mean. It's like there there's no connection there. I don't really understand why it kind of jumped geolocation. It was like it felt like a glitch on the targeting, uh, but at the same time, I'm also well aware because I've been working with this for some time. That seems to be that they're trying to consume the budget that you set. So if it doesn't find what you're telling it, if you're not kind of like a genie, where if you're not super specific of what you're looking for, it just decides to do whatever. Uh, that's kind of how it felt. So because it wasn't, I wasn't that level of specificity. Sorry. It just jumped to a different geolocation. So you're supposed to like tell it, okay, the ads that I want to run, I want them to be within this area. If you're not specific about that, like showing the ad in Japan, like dude, nobody's gonna, they're not gonna care for what you're doing. They probably don't even know where you're from or uh, what country you're representing on the project you did. But it's a machine, so it's just trying to fulfill the task that you gave it based on the parameters. So yeah, I don't know why I got to that advertising thing. Oh, because of the content, that the random suggestions. So maybe it's something like that can go on. But my argument is, you get this random traffic towards really weird places, but they don't ever target your actual target audience, or yeah, at the very least something similar to it. Like this stream that I'm doing, if they show it in India, for example, they have a lot of dialects, as far as I understand. Hello to people from India. uh, but they also speak English, so it would make sense. But if you show it to, like, I don't know, I don't know, Japan, Korea, maybe there's some people that could be potentially interested now that we're more global. But if the language is too far out, like, it's the same thing as with me. Like in an Arabic country, uh, like, who is this random dude talking? So yeah, end of today's rant. I gotta stop ranting, or maybe rant more. I don't know. I also think like my rants are kind of really chill. Just trying to express my point of view on certain things. But yeah, if you're watching me from India, hello. Thank you for being here. I know that every now and then I get some views from India. I don't know. I got like Vietnam. I haven't checked actually lately per country. Of course, I get a lot from Argentina, where I'm located at the moment. But this country is my, for the most part. Well, the people here speak Spanish, and yeah, like, who's this rando speaking English? It would make sense. But yeah, geolocation. TikTok in particular is super locked down in that regard. Unless you like uh, I cannot remember the name of the dude. There's this dude on TikTok that doesn't. Now I think he started talking, but he didn't talk, and he got like to 30 million followers or something. That he was like doing comedy skits without talking, just reacting to videos. Uh, and that's because he went beyond the barrier of the language. Like you could see it, the language didn't matter. So that makes for content that is easy to digest and share. Um, but for the most part, you're constrained to the spot where you're at. And as far as I know, with TikTok, there were some people during the pandemic. They started doing like changing the chip on the phone or something to switch to different locations. Uh, but TikTok is actually really clever at uh, finding uh, the location from where you're posting or interacting with a thing. My point is, I wish it would push the content to to people that would be actually interested in it. If there's people interested in it, of course. But yeah, maybe it's on me to up my game. I don't know. I don't know. This is social media is it's not particularly what I signed up for. I signed up for doing this. This is my jam. This is what I know, understand. I've been doing for all my life. Mm. Ugh. I need to get one of those heaters that you put your cup in at some point. So you mentioned a hyena. I think you mentioned a hyena like I don't know an hour ago or something. But I did a hyena a couple times for different sketches. But I can do another hyena. I like hyenas. I feel they're misunderstood actually. They don't they don't get along with lions at all. A dingo I haven't done, but I like the hyena idea, and it fits with the lion. It's a good follow up, I would say. Even though if you look at the sketch, like this whole sketchbook is filled with random stuff. And I haven't had the best experience doing like one theme per sketchbook, because by the time I'm almost done with it, I'm so like a I think it was a mixture of things. I think I was getting burnt out by the fact that I was doing one every single day. So like by the time like these are some these ones are even thicker than the ones I already filled. But by the time you're almost done with it, like you like what else can I draw? Let me figure this out. That's another kind of thing I thought of, like do try to do them by batches or something. Like I think I started with animals. I don't remember where. No, I started with her. Uh, but I go back and forth between animals and ladies and I don't know dragons and yeah, there's like an underlying connecting theme. Uh, if you go back in the bunch of sketchbooks I've already filled, there are some ones that are like complete, almost beginning to end. There's one that I regret that the beginning I made different drawings, but almost beginning to end it was a whole theme. And I did like a couple of those. I think I did three sketchbooks like that, if I recall correctly. I have them. I put them away. I have them somewhere else. Uh, but I'll bring them along next time. Maybe talk about those a little bit. I've done it in the past, but just in case I want to reference something, I can access it. Uh, but yeah, I did one that was like humanized animals. That's the one that I was able to get on Instagram to 1 million views for one drawing. Uh, a raccoon, uh, a raccoon making pizza. So maybe I should go back to at some point to just drawing suggestions. That can get out of hand, and I don't know if I'm doing like random pages. It's usually fine. Uh, but if like a sketchbook, then I want to keep the sketchbook. So if I do like a really random thing, I might not be interested in keeping the drawing as a sketchbook or as part of my sketchbook. So that's kind of why I don't know. Let's see if I can did this count as number three. Just gonna film another shot just in case I need it. Like draw the opposite page. That could be that's a potential idea. What I thought was I could do like once I finish this one, I buy the sketchbooks by like I bought three of them. So usually I buy three, and once I start running out of one, go to the next, and so on and so forth. Okay, that actually doesn't go there, but assume it is. It goes there. What I'm thinking is, if I want to do that, maybe what I'll do is like grab a bunch of white uh, paper, just the printer paper, and use that stock. That's that's potentially. Sorry, that's potentially what I'll do. Let me change this up for the. There you go. So you were saying the other day that you were using acrylic markers. Those are really cool. Did you Were you like rendering with them? Because it wouldn't make sense to use them to draw. It just makes sense to use them to render or to detail certain things. Okay, we got this out of the way so I can continue painting. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good use. That's a good use for that. No, it's not saturation. Why do you reset? This drives me crazy. It shouldn't reset like that, but it does every time. Drives me nuts. I don't know if it does it when you open the thing. Did it already reset? I don't know. Lion. So dingo. Dingoes are really cool. Maybe I was thinking of because one of my reasons to draw animals is because a lot of the animals I draw are endangered, with some exceptions. Like if they're the capybara, for example, that they even though they've been put under pressure, they can reproduce fairly quickly. So that way they've been able to surpass their the danger that they might face. Um, but maybe I could also do like extinct animals. You mentioned the dingo, but there's also I think it was in Tasmania. I can be wrong. There's this dog that the last one they they saw. It's super sad. There's a video of him. I don't remember the name of the creature, but it had like um, lines on the back of the tail, similar to a dingo. It was a predator and some freakish. Like the way the mouth opens was out of the normal range that we all know. So it was kind of sad to see that a creature that unique would go extinct. And we've done this so much. We put pressure on an environment and then collapses and we're like, oh, did we do that? We weren't looking. Yeah. Like the whales, for example. We put so much pressure on whales that now they might be recovering, but there's still people that eat whales. It's freaking absurd. The Thylacine, yeah, Tasmanian tiger. I was thinking of the name of the Thylacine. I was like, no, that's yeah. I was thinking of like, no, that's a dinosaur. I think. Um, but yeah, yeah. There's some people that freaking eat whales. I don't know if they still do it, but in Japan, I'm sorry guys, but if you eat whales, like please don't do that. Like we have so few of them. They're super smart. Like they communicate. They they have groups, social communities, uh, and we mess with all that. Arwin, hello, how's it going? So yeah, so I was saying maybe I could also draw like extinct animals or like really endangered. For some time, I was drawing uh, specifically endangered animals from my country, but uh, I've moved on from that and I've started drawing from different places too. Yeah. Oh, this one's running out. I'm gonna have to buy another one. Yeah. Well, I guess tomorrow I'll buy some some pens. All right. So we're past the hour mark. Uh, I'll be cutting the stream soon. I appreciate you for being here. If you took the time to check out my live stream, I try to go live, and now I was doing every day of the work week, so Monday through Friday, but I decided to change that to Monday through to Thursday and take Fridays off. And it's around the same time, 9:30 p.m. Argentina time, and it goes for around an hour. So, yeah, if you want to check it out, You're welcome to. You can ask questions and so on and so forth. Um, if you just wanna uh, hang out, you can also do that. Um, yeah, if you have any sort of questions, that works. If you wanna check out the work I do, you can find my website. It's on my profile in most places. Um, I have my deck of cards there. I have a Redbubble shop where you can find some illustrations on a bunch of merch that I did. The illustrations for the merch, not the other way around. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the drawing. I'll be posting this as a short video soon. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining. Um, well, let me look for my music. Until next time. Bye.